Bloomfield is starting a Legends class for people 50 and over. CrossFit coach Bobby Raitt joins me right now. Thank you so much for being here this morning, especially in our 6 a.m. hour. We always have to give special gratitude to those folks who join us. So this is really cool to me. Tell me a little bit more about the Legends program and why we're calling them Legends.
Okay. CrossFit is a workout program that combines lifting movements, weightlifting movements, cardiovascular movements, and gymnastic movements like sit-ups and push-ups and things. So the CrossFit Legends class is focusing on those men and women ages 55 to 90 and kind of focusing on their special needs, whether it's disabilities, limitations, even recovery time and things that are special to people as they get older. So when you talk about CrossFit, you talk about functional movements like sitting, like standing, like pushing, like pulling.
Right.
Varied movements. In other words, with CrossFit, with all those combinations of movements, you can create a bunch of different workouts under high intensity. And what that is basically these workouts are timed. So you have to move at a nice pace, and as you get more competitive with it, you go a little bit faster, but you have to pay attention to your form. And with the Legends class, it's going to be really focused on working on a scaled ability. In other words, I have some things here and we're going to show you there's certain movements that 20-year-old, 30-year-old would do. There's a different type of movement under that same workout that a 55, 65, 75-year-old
Okay, so show us what the difference is, and talk to us really about what the difference is between the regular CrossFit and what you're going to be offering with this program while you show me.
Okay, first of all, one of the things with the Legends class that's really nice for someone who is in that age group is that they're going to be working out, obviously, with people of the same age. So there's a lot of camaraderie in CrossFit. It's all about community. And so what I see on a daily basis is a lot of 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds and some 40-year-olds with a few 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds. But this is going to be focused primarily, obviously, on those age groups. So you're going to be joining a class of those type of people, and you're going to be doing movements. What we have today is that we have a wall ball. It's a medicine ball. We have a kettlebell. Obviously, the chairs here, I'm going to show you some movements on a scaled ability. So with the wall ball, there's various things you can do with it. You can do what's called a med ball sit-up, where you're lying down in a sit-up form, you go back, you touch the floor, and you come up and you touch your feet. You can do a med ball clean. Some people have heard of clean and jerks with weights. Well, a clean is a movement where you come up here and you go down here into a squat position.
Very good.
And you can do that. Now, what's nice about the wall ball is there's all different weights. This is a 10-pound weight. We have up to 30 pounds. We have down to 4 pounds. So again, that's the type of thing that a little bit older person can look at within their abilities and scale appropriately. You also have with these what's called wall ball shots, or really wall balls, where you go down to a squat position and you throw up to a target.
So this is great for all parts of your body. We're talking arms, your legs, everything. And how to use this guy here?
The kettlebell, again, there's all different types of weights, all different types of sizes, so you would scale and restrict according to your abilities. You can do a standard kettlebell swing. All right. You can do presses where you're pressing up. All right. You can do what's called a goblet squat, where you're squatting, but you're holding up on your chest and you're looking forward and you're going down into that squat position. So again, based on abilities, based on restrictions, you can scale it. The reason I have the chair here is a lot of people have heard of burpees. Burpee is essentially a movement where you go down to the floor, you go into a push-up, you come up and jump into a jumping jack. A lot of people can't do that. When I started CrossFit, I had 4 knee surgeries. I had a broken ankle. And I went really hard, really fast, and I had to learn proper form, and I had to learn my restrictions. And so when you're coming to this class, the Legends class, if you have these problems, if you have these restrictions and you're doing burpees, the coach will work with you.
So how do you, show me really quickly, because we are running out of time, how you use the chair.
Instead of going all the way down to the ground, for example, you can go right to the chair. You can push to the chair instead of all the way to the ground. You can come up. You don't have to jump. So there's all types of scaling.
Risky. Okay, so for somebody who's looking at this thinking, you know, CrossFit sounds strenuous, you don't have to necessarily be in the best of shape before you start this, right? I mean, you have something for all levels, I'm assuming.
The great thing about CrossFit is I keep on using the word scale. And basically all scaling is taking the movement as it's prescribed or it's given to you and taking each movement and figuring out what you can do, whether it's the weight, whether it's the movement itself, whether you have to change that movement, And because it's a Legends class, there's going to be a lot of that, and the focus will be on that.
Yeah, this is really great, and it's the first I've heard of a program like this. So kudos to you guys for targeting this age group, because we do need to stay fit at every single age. I want to give people the details. The classes begin June 19th. CrossFit Bloomfield. They'll be on Mondays and Wednesdays, 11 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. The monthly price is $135 for 2 classes a week. More information available at CrossFitBloomfield.com. And of course, we will post more at WXYZ.com. Bobby Raitt, thank you so much for that demonstration. We so appreciate it. We'll be right back.